So on this new layer, I'm going to go ahead and do, I just filled it with 50% gray to get a base color in there. And I'm going to go ahead and do the noise fill once again. So go to noise, add noise. And I'm going to do a very tiny blur on it, just to get a little bit, because when you add the blur like that, or add the noise, if you zoomed in really, really close, you'd see that they weren't blending. It's just very fine edge black and white dots. So there's no variation of grays in there. So I'm just going to do that by adding a very subtle 1 pixel blur here. So I'll do that. Then I'm going to go into the adjustments. This is something you got to do, is I'm going to go to adjustments and rotate this image 90 degrees. The reason is this filter I'm going to use can only go left or right. So I'm going to go to, is it Pixelate? It's been so long since I used it that there it is. So go to Stylize and go down here and choose Wind. And you've got a number of different methods here. You can do wind, blast, stagger, anything like that. And you can, of course, go from left to right, as I said. And of course, I want my rain to be coming down in the image, so that's why I rotated it first, and now we're going to apply it. So I'm actually going to go in here and choose wind, and we'll do it from the left there. There we go. I think from the left. Do I want? Okay. So I'm going to do that. If I zoom in here, you can see how the effect is taking shape. Now I'm going to press Command F a couple more times, and that is just reapplying that wind filter to the previous one. It just enhances the effect even more so. But what it does is it achieves these kind of streaks that almost seems like they have some kind of dimension to them, like layers of it. So if I go in there and take what we've got here, take a levels adjustment. So I just press Command L and just grab the black eyedropper tool, and I'm just going to click once in the image here, and instant rain appears. How cool is that? Now you can adjust the density of how much rain there is just by moving this slider, the shadow slider, further in to get fewer, bring it out to get even more. Maybe do something like that. So now I'm going to go back and rotate the image back around. And I'm just going to blend it to the scene by changing this to screen. And if you just stretch the pixels by scaling it outward and even tilt it a little bit, there you have rain falling in the scene. Much more realistic rain because it's got the trailing, you know. I've seen raindrops where it's just dots stretched, but it's got, when it tapers off like that, it has a much more realistic look to it. So that is my go-to for creating custom rain.